Good morning. We will start the incidence of tax. So incidence of tax are calculation of the scope of the income, total income. So whatever it may be. So now this case, before we code this problem, you have to understand a small table. So in the last class also we will discuss about the table in detail. On the basis of the number of days staying in India in the previous year, basic conditions and additional conditions, we find out the residency status of an individual. So on the basis of the resident status of the individual only, the tax will be charged on the particular assessee. So this three category of the residency status. So resident and ordinary resident. So or ordinary resident. So second category resident but not ordinary resident. The last category the non-resident. So here the income is categorized into two: Indian income and foreign income. So Indian income, in the sense we can say income received in India, income deemed to be received in India, income accruing or arising in India, income deemed to accrue arise in India. So these are all the Indian income. So this all the Indian income, it is taxable to all the categories. So this is the first F means this is a taxable income. So this income, that whatever the income getting from these four categories, this all the income is taxable. So income deemed to be accrue or arise in India, income accruing or arising in India, income deemed to be received in India, income received in India. So these are all the income in Indian income. So Indian income is taxable irrespective of the residential status of the individual. And the next case, so the next case, so this is a case, this person is need not pay the tax for this income received or accrued outside India but controlled from the business in India. If it is controlled means, so this person resident but not ordinary resident have to pay the tax. So NRI did not pay the tax. And next category, so this income received and accrued outside India from a business controlled from outside India and proportion set up outside India. So this income, so as per the Indian resident, ordinary resident staying in India, he only pay the tax, and these two people need not pay the tax. Okay, so this is a case, and certain income, it is not taxable to all the category of people. So we already discussed about it. So past taxed income, later on remitted to the India, this is also remitted to India, it is also not taxable to all the people. So next, agricultural income, that is not taxable. Dividend, it is not taxable. Long-term capital gain, not taxable. So kept from the relatives or on occasion of the marriage or in the death by the persons, it is a less than 50,000, it is not taxable. More than 50,000 is taxable. So this is a this, if you understanding of this table, so we can work out the problem very easily, right? So this is I taken from the previous year question paper. It is a two set of question paper. It is asked question number 19 and question number 16. That it means it is a 5-mark question. So April 2014 and November 2014 also the same numbers, the same things. It is repeated. Okay. Now, so now read the problem. Okay. So this is following are the income of Sri Amarnath for the financial year they are giving to 2021. So if he is a resident or not, ordinary resident or non-resident, what is the status? Okay. So so the income is given. The income is interest on savings bank deposit in Allahabad Bank. This is in Delhi. Okay. So that amount is 1,200. Income from agriculture in Africa invested in Nepal. So these are both the countries are outside India. So dividend received in UK from an American company, a part of is 2,000 remitted to India. Remitted to India is not taxable. So the 10,000 is a dividend income from UK. And pension received in Belgium for services rendered in India with a limited company. So what we have to do now, we have to prepare the taxable income of the resident, not ordinary resident, and non-resident. Okay, so we have to compute this gross total income. So gross total income, I put a table here. Okay, so now we can work out the problem. Right. So in the slide itself, I will work out. Okay. So this is an answer. Okay. To answer. So now you have to remember the table. Right. So calculation of CALCULE, calculation of taxable income. So this is a heading. So taxable income. Okay, so taxable income. So we can categorize. So three kinds of the people. So if he is ordinary resident, if not ordinary resident, non-resident. So what is the status? Okay. So from the problem, so now you have to write. If it is taxable means that column you have to write the amount. If it is not taxable means you have to write nil. That's all. Okay. So so that's the first case. The first case. So interest on savings bank deposit Allahabad Bank in Delhi. So the Delhi in India. So Delhi in India. So Indian Bank, Indian Bank, bank savings bank interest, that is income received. What is that amount? 1,200. So this 1,200 is taxable to all the category irrespective of the residential status. Why? Because this is an Indian income. Okay, this is taxable. Taxable means you have to write the amount in the respective column. The next category, income from agriculture in Africa invested in Nepal. So this is a income from the Africa. Africa in the outside country. Nepal also outside country. So if it is Indian agriculture income, it is exempted to all the people. Okay. So this is a person not related to the India, so he did not pay the tax for this amount. For this amount, he did not pay the tax. So this 10,000 rupees. So 10,000 rupees, it is taxable. It is taxable for these persons. So why? Because he's a ordinary resident. That's why he have to pay the tax. So this person, he need not also pay the tax. Okay, this is in foreign countries. Foreign countries, foreign country income received in foreign countries, invested in foreign countries. So he need not pay the tax. Okay. And the next category. So dividend received in UK from an American company. A part of its 2,000 is remitted to India. So the remitted to India, it is not taxable. So this 10,000. So 10,000. This is an amount. So this is an amount of income. This is an amount of income. Okay, right. So dividend received. So if it is an Indian company dividend, it is exempted. It is not an Indian company. So the company will be an UK. The company UK. So it's an American company. UK from an American company. A part of it is remitted to India. So the remitted to India, it is not taxable. So dividend also the foreign country, it is not taxable. Okay. Okay, right. So that amount is 10,000. So 10,000, it is not taxable. 10,000, it is not taxable for these two category. Only these persons will be taxable. So because of ordinary resident, because of he is an ordinary resident, that's why the income is received in India, outside India, whatever the income is received, because of ordinary resident, he have to pay the tax. So for this 10,000 rupees. So next category, this is an pension received in Belgium for services rendered in India with a limited company. So this is an for an Indian income. So this is an Indian income. So the services rendered with a limited company. So this 20,000 is taxable for all the category. So that's all. Okay. So this is a in India. So services rendered in India. So services rendered in India. It is an Indian income for the Indian income, irrespective of the residential status. The amount is taxable. So this is also Indian bank. So from the Indian bank interest, irrespective of the residential status, it is taxable. So this 10,000 and this 10,000, it is taxable only in the category of ordinary resident. Why? Because he is staying in India. For this purpose, he have to pay the tax. So he is no way connected with an India. He no way connected with India. He is an NRI, so non-resident, not ordinary resident. So this income from the agriculture from the Africa, some other countries, he is also in some other places. So Nepal, also other countries. So did not pay the tax for these two people. and these are also the dividend from the UK. So and that's it's from the American company. So the dividend received in UK from the American company. So UK is also the different countries and Americans also different countries. So two different countries. Now it's rated within India. So if it is remitted also, it is not, it is exempted. So this 2% is not taxable. So now the taxable income of the three people. So this one, if you are putting the total taxable income, that is called 41,200. 41,200. So 21,200. So 21,200. Now check with your answer. So this is an answer they asked in the 5 mark questions, the two previous year question paper. Okay, 21,200, 21,200. Okay, this is an answer I have written for verification purpose. Okay, so this is not required right now. We'll delete now. So this is a question, right? So what is an answer? 41,200, 21,200, 21,200. So OR means ordinary resident, NOR means not ordinary resident, NR means non-resident. So this is which calculated. So this amount is written on the basis of the first slide. The base பண்ணி தான் நம்ம வந்து எழுதணும் ஓகேங்களா. If it is India, India means that is an Indian income. If Indian income means irrespective of the residence status of the individual, all the people have to pay the tax. So these are all the four kinds of the income. The three kinds of people have to pay the tax. So this is an okay, right. And on the basis and so this is an Indian income, this is an Indian income. This two amount is taxable to all the people. So this is an, because of his ordinary resident, so this two amount is taxable. Okay, take a screenshot or writing something. Yeah, so this is a problem. You can take in the previous year question paper also. This is a answer for the next one, right? So now we can move one more questions. One more question. The question is asked in the previous year question paper, April 2015, question number 16. Question number 16. Okay. April 2015, question number 16. Right. So read the problem. Read the problem. So the case, the amount is salary received in India, that amount is 60,000. Income earned in India but received in London, 7,000. Okay, income from business in Iran but controlled and managed from India, that is a 13,000. Okay, then income from business property in Nepal. So Nepal is not in India, 25,000. So income 2000 to 2001 in USA brought to India. This is a 10,000 rupees. So this is a 5 category of income is given. So with the category, so what you have to do, compute cross income of Mr. X if he is a resident, not ordinarily resident and non-resident. So like this, we will go with the next slide. Okay, so next slide also I will open. This is the slide. Okay, we have to go for an answer. Okay, right. So what is the getting? You have to write calculation of CA, calculation of cross income of Mr. X. Mr. X, whatever name is given, you can write the name of the person in the top, right? Then you have to write, open here 3 columns. So 3 amount column. So 3 amount column, right? So then 3 ordinary, OR means ordinary resident, not ordinary resident, non-resident. I will put it here. So this is from the questions. They can ask, you have to calculate resident, not ordinarily resident, non-resident. Okay. Right. So the first category. So what is the treatment of the salary received in India? So all the answers is given in the question itself. You can take a copy and paste it, but you can get the answer, but you need not know. Okay. That amount is salary received in India. So this 60,000, it is an taxable. It is taxable to all kind of people, irrespective of the residential status. Why? Because this amount is Indian income. This is an Indian income. The income received in India. So income is received in India. So within the boundary of India, any amount is received by any persons, that amount will be taxable irrespective of the residence status. Either maybe an Indian or foreigner. So he have to pay the tax. So this 60,000 is taxable to three kind of people. The first case is over. Next case, income earned in India. Income earned in India. Income earned in India but received in London. So that amount is 7,000 rupees. Okay. Income earned in India received in London. That amount is 7,000 rupees. So this 7,000 is also taxable irrespective of the residential status of the individual. So this 7,000 is taxable. Why? Because this amount is Indian income. So income earned in India. Earned in India means it is a taxable to all the people, right? And next category, so that is called income from business, income from business in Iran, but controlled and managed from India. So it is an income managed from India. So this is a business in Iran. The business in Iran. Okay. So this is not an India. It is an outside country. Outside country. So that's why this person need not pay the tax. So this person need not pay the tax. Okay, non-resident. So he somewhat is not connected with our India. He somewhat not connected with India. Managed from India only. But this amount is 13,000 is taxable for this two category. For this two category, this taxable. You can go back to the slide, the first tabular form. So you can see this one. So this category. So this category. So this is a this category. So income, you can read the category, income received and accrued outside India. Iran is outside India from a business controlled or profession set up in India, controlled from India. So controlled from India means, so these two people it's have to pay the tax. So these non-resident people need not pay the tax. The two people have to pay the tax. So this is the category of this one. Okay. Okay. The business from Iran controlled from India. Controlled from India means only ordinary resident, not ordinary resident taxable. This non-resident need not taxable. So this is the only case. Okay. Next category. So third is over. Fourth one, income from business property. Income from business property in Nepal. Okay. So this is a foreign income. This is a foreign income. So Nepal, it is not in India. It is an outside. Nepal is an outside outside India. Outside India means it is a, you can say foreign income. FOREIGN, foreign income. So foreign income, it is not taxable for this category. Only for an ordinary resident have to pay the tax because of his staying in India. So he have to pay the tax. The two-person need not pay the tax. Okay, this is a foreign income. Okay, next category, that is income from 2001 to 2000 to 2001, right? So brought into the India. So this amount is fast income. This is an fast untaxed income. Fast untaxed income brought into India. This is a past means it is not related to this years. This is related to somewhat it is another 20 years before. Past untaxed income brought into India, brought into India. India is not taxable to all the people. It is not taxable to all the people. It is not taxable. Okay, this is exempted income. This is an exempted income. This is the gross income of these two persons. So now you have total 60, 67, 67, 67, 70, 80, 85,000. This is an 85,000 if he is an ordinary resident. So this is amount is taxable 60, 67, 67, 70, 80. 80,000, it is taxable. Is a 67,000 if he is an non-resident. Okay, what is an answer? Okay, this is an answer. So 85,000, 80,000, 67,000. So for understanding about the answer here. Okay, right. So now we can understood here. So from this problem, if it is Indian income means if income is earned or received in India, it is taxable to all category of people. So if it is managed or controlled from India, these two people only taxable. This NRI need not pay the tax. So this is a foreign income, the income from outside country. So because of ordinary resident, he only pay the tax. The remaining 2% did not pay the tax. So this amount is nil. So this is a fast untaxed income brought into the India. It is not taxable to any people. So for these three people exempted. So gross income of ordinary resident 85,000, not ordinary resident 80,000, non-resident 67,000. Okay, you can take a picture எடுத்துக்கோங்க or you can write it down or review. So this is the problem and this is the answer. Okay, now we can move on the next more problem. Okay, so this is the question. So it is asked from the questions April 2016. 2016 the question number. Give me a second, yeah. So April 2016. I don't know the question number exactly. I forgot to write the question number also. 1 lakh amount. Okay, so we will take it later. Okay, no problem. So this is the previous one. It's a 10 mark question. I think it's a 10 mark question. Okay, so this is the same case. So profit from business from Bangalore, that amount is 1 lakh. Income accrued in India but received in Japan, 40,000. Profit from business in Canada but received in India, 50,000. House property from income Karachi. So Karachi, it is not in India. Karachi, where is Karachi? Karachi. It is Pakistan. So Karachi received in India, that's a 40,000. So profit from business established in England but deposited, but the business being controlled from India, that amount is 2 lakh. House property income in America and deposited, that is a foreign income. Past untaxed income brought into India during the previous year. So this we already know this amount is not taxable, right? So now we can go for an answer. I will take this format. So this is the 4 column, 2 row. Okay, so first one is particulars, PRTICULERS, particulars. That's ordinary resident, not ordinary resident, non-resident. Okay, so what we have to do with this problem? Compute total income of Mr. X. Compute calculation of total income of Mr. X. Okay, so ordinary resident, particulars P or T. Okay, ordinary resident, not ordinary resident, non-resident. So particulars column. So 3 amount column you have to open. Right. The first category, profit from Bangalore, profit from Bangalore, profit from business, from Bangalore. Okay, profit from business from Bangalore. So this is an amount. This is an amount for ordinary resident. This is an 1 lakh. Okay, this is an 1 lakh. Okay, that 1 lakh is taxable to all the category. Why? Because so this income is earned in India. So Bangalore within India. This is called a Indian income. Indian income, irrespective of the Indian income, it is taxable to all the category of people. Okay, the first category is over. Right, move on to second category. Income accrued in India but received in Japan. Income accrued in India but received in Japan. Right, so these are all this income is also the Indian income. If it is Indian income means it is taxable irrespective of the residential status of the individual. So all the 3 people have to pay the tax for this income. Okay, the third category, profit from profit from business in Canada but received in India. Okay, so received in India, India, if it is received in India or accrued in India, arised in India, this is an Indian income. So for the Indian income, it is taxable to all the category irrespective of the residential status. So this income is also taxable to, so three people. Fourth one house property income from Karachi received in India. So they received in India. So these are also, this income is also Indian income received in India. Karachi from the Pakistan. So this 40,000 amount is taxable irrespective of the residential status of the individual. Okay, this 40,000 is taxable to irrespective of the residential status because of this is a, this is an Indian income. And the next one is, the fifth one is profit from business established in England, deposited there, but the business being controlled from India. So being controlled from India, if it is controlled from India means only these two people is taxable. NRIs need not pay the tax. So this 2 lakhs amount, it is taxable for these two people. So NRI, it need not pay the tax for this amount. So NRI need not pay tax for this amount. It is controlled means, controlled from India means, so this person only taxable. So ordinary resident, so whether it's a foreign income or an Indian income, so this person, ordinary resident, have to pay the tax for all the income. Next, sixth one. So sixth one, house property income in Africa. House property income in, sorry, America. House property incomes in America and deposited there. So this is an foreign income. This is an foreign income. American country, he is having his own house property. From that house property, he is getting the income. So why? Because of he only pay the tax. Why? Because of he is an ordinary resident. So because of staying in India, have to pay the tax. So these two persons did not pay the tax for this amount. Okay. So next category, the last one, past untaxed incomes brought into India during the previous year. So any amount is received, this amount is exempted to all the category of people. So need not pay the tax for the, so all the persons. Okay, if you are putting the total, right? Total of, this is a total income of, total income of Mr. X. Total income of Mr. X. Put a total, right? So this is a 1 lakh, 1 lakh plus 40,000, 1 lakh 90,000, 1 lakh 90,000 plus 40,000, 2 lakh 30,000, 2 lakh 30,000, 4 lakh 50,000. The answer is 4 lakh 50,000, right? 4 lakh 50,000. So 4 lakh 50,000 minus 20,000, 4 lakh 30,000. So this is 20,000, it's only again 4 lakh 30,000. So 4 lakh 30,000 for the, if he is a not ordinary resident. So here 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh 80,000, 1 lakh 80,000, 2 lakh 30,000. The answer is correct. Right, 2 lakh 30,000. Right, 2 lakh 30,000. So this is a total taxable income of X. Total taxable income of X. You can take screenshot அப்படியே எடுத்துக்கோங்க இந்த கொஸ்டின்ஸ்க்கு. So this amount is not taxable. This amount is not taxable. Past untaxed income is not taxable. Okay. Right. So this is one question. So that I given the answer here for the reference. Yeah, I deleted. Okay. So this is a problem. This is a problem. Okay. So for this problem, the answer is the right. Okay. Next one, 9 minutes are there. Okay. Right. So this is the next case. Next case. Okay. I will do. Okay. With this we will close. All right. April 2019. Right. So in the questions, April 2011, April 2011. So this is the question is asked. So in your previous year question paper, this also I missed to writing the question number. Right, right. So this is the question number 16. So question number 16. So question number 16. Question number 16. So 5 more questions. 5 more questions they are asked in a previous year question paper. So you can expect this question in the all the question paper. Okay, so now you have to answer this question, right? Right. You can read the problem. Profit from business in Bangalore 10,000. Income accrued in India but received in Japan. So the same similar case. The amount only is different. House property in America deposited there past untaxed income brought into India during the year previous year 10,000, right? Compute the total income of Sri Rathinam for the assessment year. Rathinam for the assessment year 2021 if he is a resident. If he is a resident, not ordinary resident, not ordinary resident, non-resident. Okay, now I can go to the answer. Okay, what you have to do? You have to calculation of CALCULAT, calculation of total income of Sri Rathinam for the assessment year. I will take it to the 25. Right. So calculation of total income of Sri Rathinam for the assessment year 2021. Right. Now you have to open. So four column. The first one is particulars. Second one is ordinary resident. Third one is not ordinary resident. Last one is non-resident. Okay. So this is three amount column. Right. The first case. So you know already you can already these questions, the same questions, the replications of this one, the previous one. So profit from business in Bangalore. So it is an Indian income. Indian income is taxable irrespective of the residential status of the individual. So the 10,000 is taxable to all the category. Okay, next. Second category, income accrued in India but received in Japan. Income accrued in India income accrued in India but received in Japan. So in India it is given it is an Indian income. So Indian income is taxable to all the residential status, all the people, irrespective of the residential status. So this 40,000, this 4,000 is taxable. So why? Because this is an Indian income. Third category, income from house property in America deposited there. So this is an foreign income. This is an foreign income. For foreign income. Foreign income. So foreign income, that amount is 2,000. It is only taxable to the ordinary resident. So this income need not pay the tax for the NRI and not ordinary resident. The last category, only four things is given. 5 more question. Past untaxed income brought into India during the previous year. This amount is not taxable. This amount is not taxable. Okay, now we calculated total income of Mr. X. So if you are putting the total of this amount, so 16,000. 16,000 if he is an ordinary resident. 14,000 if he is an not ordinary resident, non-resident. That amount also 14,000. Oh, check the answer. Okay, 16,000, 14,000, 14,000. Okay, answer is correct. Okay, how? So this is a total income. Okay, right. They are asking the question. So if it is Indian income, this is the Indian income. It is taxable to all the category. It's a foreign income. The third one is the foreign income. The foreign income, it is taxable only ordinary residents. So these two people need not pay the tax for this amount. Okay. So this is past in untaxed income. It need not pay the tax for the all the residential status irrespective of the persons. Okay. So this is an answer. You can take a screenshot. Calculation of total income of Sri Ratnam for the assessment year 2021. So this is an okay. Can we go with one more problem? So 2012, 2013. Okay, 2012, 2013, and questions. I have a three questions. So the three questions I will give you a home test. So these questions you can work out. This answer is given under below. So this question, the slide also I will share with you. So this question you have to work out. So November 2013, and so this question May 2013, question number 17. This is also 5 more questions. This is 10 more questions, and this is number 2012. This is also 5 more questions. So these three questions I will give you a home test. So you have to practice at your home. I will share within your notecast with your Ula also. I will share with you also. Okay, now we can go back. We can go back. You can recollect. So what are all the things we studied? Okay.